Hey everyone, welcome to Janine's gluten-free kitchen. Today we're going to be making something that I grew up with a lot, and it is a Lebanese salad called fattoush. Very fun to say, fattoush. Anyway, it's a gorgeous salad with lots of different textures and the typical flavors of the Middle East. I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. So guys, salads are a really important part of any Lebanese meal, and you're probably quite familiar with tabbouleh. That's something that often gets made. You may not be quite as familiar with fattoush salad. It's sort of a peasant salad, but it is equally just as yummy and with some gorgeous flavors. And like I say, a really important part of any meal. So let's get started. What we have is some lettuce to start as our base of our salad that we've chopped up and cleaned, and ideally you want to use the hearts of the lettuce. Sadly, my lettuce heart was a little bit weird, so I've had to use the outer leaves. But yes, please use just an iceberg or romaine lettuce center and chop it up nice and not too small, nice bite-sized pieces. And what we're going to do is layer it with all our other ingredients. So what we have as well is some spring onions, and you want to get a little bit of the whites and the greens and sprinkle that through. We also have some beautiful radish, which give that lovely mustardy crunch and that beautiful texture. Very fresh. Cucumber, one of the staples of Lebanese salads. Just sprinkle that through the cucumber we've chopped up earlier. Some tomatoes, super important because it lends the acidic bite through the salad. And I've used baby Roma tomatoes, but you can use regular Roma tomatoes. Just make sure whichever one you choose has got a lot of flavour, a lot of punch. And some fresh parsley that we've chopped up. Nice and coarse we want that parsley chop, not too fine. It's not like tabbouleh where you want it really fine. We want a coarse chop. Now we're going to add the final ingredient, which is the super special ingredient, and that is the crispy bread. Now obviously we're a gluten-free channel, so we don't want to be using a wheat bread because traditionally you want to use a pita crisp. Well, we don't want to do that because we don't want to include or bring in any wheat. So what I've done is I've gotten some corn tortillas, some white corn tortillas, these ones are, and cut them up and bake them. And honestly, guys, you would not know the difference. These just taste like pita chips. And this is what makes the fattoush salad the fattoush, is the crisps. So we've done one layer. Let's do another layer. And that way, I like to layer my salads. That way when you're going, you know, there's nothing worse than like serving yourself and you get that beautiful topping all on the top and there's just like lettuce at the bottom. Let's layer it so we don't do that. So some more lettuce, yummy, yummy, spring onions, and put in as much or as little onions as you want. Some gorgeous, crispy radish. And I love radish, so I'm going to put in an extra sprinkle. Tomatoes. Aren't they bright? Yum. Throw in the juice. And cucumber. I think I'm getting some on the floor. And some parsley. Now you could make this and then just toss it. I think it looks better like this. And finally, our yummy pita crisps. Oh, they're not pita crisps, they're actually tortilla crisps. Yum. Here we go. And I'm just fluffing it up a little, making sure there's a bit of everything in that mouthful. Okay, let's make our dressing. And I mean, I probably don't need to say it, but I will anyway. Make sure your corn tortillas don't have wheat in them. Sometimes they sneak them in. Don't understand that, a bit crazy. So let's make our yummy lemon dressing. And it's not a complicated dressing. We don't want to complicate anything. And a few of those. All right guys, so we have some olive oil, and now you can use extra virgin olive oil or regular olive oil or light olive oil. It doesn't really matter. I personally like the lighter of the oils because it doesn't have the bitterness in it, but it's up to you. And I'm just going to put in, what am I putting in? 100 ml. Next, we're going to get some really juicy lemons. My knife. Here we go. And squeeze that in. Make sure when you squeeze it in, you don't get any of the pips in there. And if you haven't heard me say this before, these are fabulous lemon squeezes. Great, that's a really juicy lemon. You can see it's about 1/3 lemon juice, 2/3 oil. Let's put in a dash of salt, which you can omit if you don't want salt, and our spices to go in that too. So we've got some black pepper, just and about 1/2 teaspoon. Yeah. Some Baharat or mixed spice, which is again very much a staple in the Middle Eastern household. It's a very strong spice, so you don't want to overdo it. I've probably got a 1/2 teaspoon again. And then sumac, with those beautiful citrus tones. Let's go a teaspoon. No, let's go 2 teaspoons. There we go. Give that a good mix through. And there's our dressing. So let's put that into a nice pretty jug and we can serve it with our salad. Great. Yum. Fattoush salad. Now I'm going to end this with a little end note, and that is that when we made our fattoush salad, we always made it using a herb or weed called Purslane. Now Purslane always featured in our salad, and it is a weed that grows just about everywhere. And I had intended to put Purslane in this, but we have had about 2 weeks of solid rain, and Purslane does not like rain, so I haven't been able to find any. It was everywhere before. I was very excited. Sorry, no Purslane. I will give you a little picture of it though, up there, and once you see it, you'll go, oh my God, that weed, that's everywhere, right? Sorry, I didn't have any. But I would break off little buds of the leaves and scatter that through. And believe it or not, Purslane actually have some really good digestive qualities for your system, and tastes pretty cool in the salad too. Well, there you have fattoush salad, Lebanese style, with a beautiful lemon dressing. Hope you've enjoyed that recipe. I'm looking forward to getting stuck into this. And don't forget, before you go, if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe, and the bell to make sure you don't miss any future recipes that we bring out especially for you. Take care. See ya. Hi there. Hi there. Very fun to say, fattoush. Anyways.